shelter someone's arms, and there you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs, and there you were. The sweet love and devotion deeply touching my emotion. Wanna stop and thank you. I just wanna stop and thank you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Open my eyes that night, wonder where I'd be without you in my life. And everything comes such a bore. All the things I've done, I've seen I've done before. But you brighten up all of my days with a love so sweet in so many ways. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, yes it is. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Is it my turn already?
We're ready for you.
We just wait a little longer. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome our new friend from Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo, for sure. Unity students.
Oh, yeah.
Long time.
Cool. Started Unity in Kalamazoo in 1997.
Yeah. In 1997. Yeah.
There you go.
You began it in that area, or you started
Actually,
first?
my first Unity experience
Yeah.
was in Seattle when I used to live there for a while.
Yeah.
So
Well-
I went there and I moved to Michigan and
Well, thanks
found the Unity there and
for being here.
was
Yeah.
visiting for the week. And
Welcome.
so I thought, I think I'll see if there's a Unity here.
Lo and behold, here we are, waiting for you.
We're here.
It's Ice Cream Social Sunday in honor of Father's Day. You know, my way of saying this is always, obviously there was a father involved in your being here in one way or another, and for the gift of your presence, and for the gift of your life, and for the gift of what you have learned and grown through that brought you into a path of spirituality that empowers you and recognizes the Christ within you, the divine presence, recognizes your divine nature. How grateful we are that we are together sharing this path. Yesterday, I accidentally turned right and was in the middle of the Burlington protest. Like, boom, there it was. I was at Higgins and I turned right and I was like, and then I cried and then I had goosebumps forever. And then because, you know, traffic was like, I wasn't racing, so I could see people. I was so moved, I was so touched, I was so uplifted, and I was deeply, profoundly moved by the number of people, the extraordinary signs, the way people were being. I never saw a policeman. All I saw were people who were standing and in the space of believing in something more. And it brought me to a poem this morning to begin with called The Human Race Will Rise Again. And It's written by Steve Taylor,
Oh,
the man whose poetry I frequently,
The Adventure.
and The Adventure is the writer of The Adventure. The human race, and after yesterday, was so perfect for this morning. The human race will rise again. This chaos isn't inevitable. This discord won't last forever. The evil that flows from us so easily isn't innate. Our disorders are distortions, not permanent conditions, symptoms of a disease which will one day be cured. We weren't born for constant conflict, to spend our lives fighting for survival, competing for recognition, defending ourselves against oppression, with our minds infected with anxiety and our souls corrupted with bitterness. We were born for joy, and one day joy will return to us as spring always returns, bursting with life and light after the freezing winter. The human race will rise again as the cold, hard, masculine mind opens up to the soft, warm spirit of the feminine, as our solid, frozen selves begin to melt and merge with nature again, and selfishness gives way to empathy and hierarchy, to equality, and the impulse to connect transcends the desire for control. The human race will rise again as our senses begin to wake from centuries of sleep, and nature shines with sacredness again, and we're dazzled by the world's pristine beauty and awed by the depths of meaning which reveal themselves beneath the old flat surface of seeming reality. The human race will rise again, and is slowly rising now. The shift is slowly settling. Balance is returning. A new structure is emerging. A pattern of vibrant new colors and shapes, with a new kind of harmony, more complex and dynamic. An order that's stronger because it incorporates chaos. A sanity that's deeper because it arose out of madness. The human race will rise again. The war will end and the world will heal, and life will no longer be a frenzied struggle full of stress and fear, but rather a glorious adventure full of grace and ease, no longer a punishment to be endured, but a privilege to be savored. We were born for wholeness, and we will be whole again. We were born for joy, and we will return to joy, because the human race will rise again. Is that a wonderful piece? Good morning, we welcome you to Unity Skagit Valley online. Thank you for being here, and we welcome you into our hearts and into our minds. And we love it when you send us a note and say, I'm online with you, or I've been online with you. We appreciate knowing that connection is there. And for you here in this place on this morning called Father's Day 2025, or called Just Another Day, depends on how you see it, just another Sunday, we see and behold the great truth of a balance of love, a balance of loving, an equality of the experience of inhabiting a new kind of love, a new kind of life, and a new possibility for ourselves and for all others. It's with gratitude that we speak the words of our opening prayer each Sunday morning. There is but one presence and one power, active in your life and mine, God the good, omnipotent. There is only one presence and one power, active active in my life and in yours. I knew you knew that. Kathleen, would you share a daily word? No microphone?
I have it.
Somebody, you are cared for and blessed. Father's Day already.
Yeah.
June 15th, and this one is called I Bless Those Special Ones Who Have Shown Me Father's Love. A father's love is like no other. It gives me the warm feeling of protection and gentle guidance, and inspires me to live up to its example. Father's love takes so many forms. It might mean helping with homework, which was awesome when it helped, coaching sports and teaching of all kinds. It might mean the wise counsel and loving guidance that prepares children to be self-sufficient and ready for the freedom and the responsibilities of adulthood. A father's love may come from many earthly sources. No matter who showed me this love, its origin was divine. God is at the heart of all God's father's love. I pray that all fathers and father figures feel the appreciation of those they teach, those they love, and those they protect. May they know the love of God as they have brought it into the world and blessed us with it, Father's love. Fathers, this is from Isaiah 38:19. Fathers, make known to children your faithfulness. Fathers, make known to children your faithfulness. And so it is.
Thank you, Kathleen. We all had such different experiences of fathering. We all have our journeys, and we reflect on these days that are set aside in honor of mothering, in honor of fathering, in honor of a variety of ways of being in the world. And we remember the wonderful teaching that I love so much is, we run in these cosmic circles, and our fathers become our children, and our children become our mothers, and our mothers become our fathers, and the circle goes on, and we inhabit all these roles. We inhabit these incredible roles down through time, down through infinity, down through the experience of our own personal, eternal reality. And in that, we discover that along the pathway, there is always the opportunity for the growth and the unfolding that each life and each experience holds for us. We're not here to be punished. We are here to understand the nature of love, to understand the deeper nature of forgiveness, and to understand and embrace possibilities for new ways of being and seeing and thinking and understanding. And frequently one of the questions that comes to me is the consideration of do people really do their best? Such an interesting consideration. Do people really do their best? And we frequently say, no, they could have done it differently. He could have, she could have, they could have, somebody could have, it could have been different. But you couldn't be you had it not been the way that you have walked, the way you have learned, the way you have grown. We say, well, they could have done better. And then we look at ourselves and we say, could I do better? And we say, we do that which we know to do in the time we find ourselves. And then we try to go back and edit history, make it different, make it the way I want it to be, believing that someone would keep me from my own divine good. When in fact, frequently in those times that seem to be unfortunate side roads, we have learned the most and grown the most and become the most of what we could be in any given time. I always consider these holidays to be times of forgiveness. Times when we practice deeper levels of forgiveness, because it does us no good to continue to dwell in the darkness of what is and what was and what might have been different. So today we celebrate the life we're given. We celebrate those who have been a part of it, even when road turned and we were wishing for a different life than the one we were given. Nonetheless, here we are. And we are strong and we are courageous and we are beautiful and we have learned and we have grown, and the divine within us, if we say, has always been present, everywhere present. If we say that to be so, then what goes with that is every moment of our divine existence has been filled with holiness and grace. In the knowing of that, today we celebrate life and the incredible mechanisms of divine order that unfold and reveal themselves to us. Over and over again we say, by virtue of divine order, I am an ever-evolving spiritual being on the path of the fullness of life. No one can take it. No one else owns it. It's yours. And today we look at our lives and we say, my life is a divine journey. How grateful am I? How grateful am I? This week is a busy upcoming week. We have a prayer team meeting on Tuesday. We have a board meeting on Tuesday evening. That's the 17th. On the 18th, the drumming circle meets. On June 22nd, such a wonderful opportunity to be in the presence of Daniel Nahmod at the Anacortes Senior Center, sponsored by CSL Anacortes. He's doing music. It's wonderful music, and it's $25 a person to be there. I don't know if they have a limit in numbers, but I assume tickets will be available still at the door. It's for raising the roof on their church.
100-year-old building. 100-year-old.
100-year-old building. Yeah. So let's be part of contributing to that and receiving the blessing of that evening. On the 26th, I think, Thursday, is that next Thursday?
Week
one after?
A week.
I don't know,
I should
but
hope it's the one after.
I think it's the one after. Ireland's gonna be at the fire hall in Laconia, from 5 to 7:30. I think it's said. So if you want some time with Ireland and music, go there, have dinner, enjoy the evening. Planning ahead on your calendar, our potluck Sunday is June 29, but we're planning ahead for a picnic. Church picnic at Dee and Ken Thorson's home. You're gonna bring a potluck item and a chair for yourself. So bring
July 26th.
July 26th. Right? July, yeah, that's what I thought I said, but you know how it is here. It's an adventure here in his brain, and today is ice cream social. We've got vanilla, we've got chocolate, we've got strawberry, we've got sprinkles, we've got toppings. We are ready for you. We've got cones. If you like it better that way, you can have it on a cone. Whatever the case might be, I have a feeling we're gonna need a little cleanup effort. So please stay and help clean up and enjoy as much as you want. There is no mother or father going, you can't have any more of that. You get whatever you want. The prayer team is dedicated to holding you in prayer, not holding you as in holding on to you, but uplifting you in the spirit of true love and prayer and the knowing of your perfection in whatever the need might be at any given time. So if you would like to leave a prayer request with our prayer team this morning, the small box on the credenza by the flower pen is there for you to write a request, and we're always available to you online. So I think that's all that other stuff. If I forgot something, is there a men's meeting coming up anytime soon?
Just yesterday.
It was yesterday? I missed it again? You never call. I've missed it every month so far. Bless you.
Daily words are here.
Daily words are here for your purchase over in the basket, and so you can generally find one here till we get to the near end of the month, and then the first month, because there are 2 months, so every day the word has 2 months in it. So get them while they're hot and available. What else can I say? Meditation song? We're ready.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking the ribbon of highway, I saw above me an endless skyway. I saw below me a golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. The sun comes shining as I was strolling, the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling. The fog was lifting, a voice came chanting, this land is made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is our land. From California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me.
Thank you, thank you. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm all better now. Yay, all better. Thank you, our greeters, our wonderful greeters, who wait for you to walk in the door so they can say, we're so happy to see you and we love you. How amazing that there is a place where we can be seen, where we can be seen as who we really are. And in that we learn to see ourselves in new and different ways, and to see who we are through the eyes of others seeing us. The baby Nora, we're so happy to have that wee voice there. Jordan, thanks for everything. And as we pray together, let's remember that it does belong to us. The kingdom of the heavens belongs to us. We are inheritors of all that is possible, all that is emerging, all that is unfolding. We are inheritors of the kingdom of the heavens, a kingdom of abundance, pure abundance, a kingdom of a deep peace, a peace that flows in and through all of life, present, past, future. A presence of love. We are inheritors of the kingdom of love. And in that love, a freedom, a knowing that in every breath we take, we are at home in the one presence and one power, God, Spirit, presence. We are inheritors of the kingdom of life, a life that is whole and perfect, that moves in accord and in the rhythm of perfect order. We are inheritors of innate strength, a strength that comes from knowing that we are one with our source, and wherever we find ourselves, We are forever in that state of oneness. On this day, in this moment, we claim our inheritance, the ever-flowing goodness of God. We open ourselves inwardly, mentally, physically, to the flowing forth and the inflowing of the divine presence that knows our need before we ask and arises in us, leading and guiding us on our perfect path. In this moment, I open myself to the perfect flow of abundance, the substance, the ever-manifesting presence of that which is necessary and needed in any given moment. So as you breathe, allow yourself to step fully into that circle of abundance, the free-flowing movement of divine abundance. Enough and more than enough. Be it an abundance financially, be it an abundance emotionally, be it an abundance physically, in this moment I believe and claim that God is my source. And the movement of that pure flow of abundance is present where I stand in any decision I make. I am receptive to my good. And I am willing to let go of the ideas I'm holding, the thoughts, the ideas that would limit my good. Today I say I walk the path of abundance. Abundant good is mine. I inherit, live in, move in the kingdom of the heavens in the unlimited goodness of the One. In this knowing, I establish myself in the flow of perfect divine order, and I affirm and confirm that all is well. Loving Spirit, we live in the flow of your blessings, and we are forever grateful. And so it is. Amen.
So actually, testing, are we on?
Not yet.
Not yet, there we go, okay. So after the girls all moved out, you have to start dealing with them as adults. And I wrote this song kind of over a few years after they were gone. You were young, I missed you. Sorry. You were young, I worked so hard to make ends meet. Missed your little hands and I missed your little feet. I missed your laughs, I missed your cries. I missed the chance to dry your eyes. But late at night, when you and your sister were tucked in bed, I'd sing you a lullaby and I'd gently kiss your head. As you grew, I missed your concerts, missed your games. I met your friends, but really never knew their names. But when I got home, you and your sister laughed and held me tight, and I was there to sing you a song and say goodnight. But now you've grown and you realize your dad has feet of clay. It's nice to know you still love me anyway. If I could start and do things over, start again, I'm not so sure that I'd be better than hearts with men. I'm not so sure it would be different, but then again, I'd get to sing you a lullaby and the night would end. But now you've grown and you realize your dad has feet of clay. It's nice to know that you still love me. The world was never as easy as I tried to make it seem. Full of broken hearts, broken dreams. But I always loved you, and you know I always will. It's nice to know through it all you love me still. There's 1,000 things I'd change, but maybe not. I'm so proud of you, and I'd love to watch you grow. You and your sisters turned out better than I expected or deserved. And to take any credit would take a lot of nerve. But now you've grown and you realize your dad has feet of clay. It's nice to know you guess it's nice to know that you still love me anyway.
You created
What a gift.
quite a lot of greatness in this world. Yeah, thank you for that, for sharing that with us. My heart had that deep feeling in my heart, yeah. I know a lot of different kinds of dads. I know dads who used to be women. I know dads who are two dads to a family. I know dads who've never been around and wish they had. I know dads who are maturing and experiencing life in ways that I don't think I can ever fully conceive or understand. It's not like this is my favorite holiday of the year, because I didn't have the experience of dads that many people have. And so there was this huge gap in understanding possibility in relationship in a way that I can feel. And I said this to you last year, and it's important that I say it every year. I have learned about loving relationships with men through my associations with you. The men who have been part of the congregations I've served, and the friends I've gained, and the people I've loved and been loved by, the men in my life who have shown me what it means to be a man who is evolving in a way that I can celebrate on Father's Day and say I have had the gift and the pleasure of knowing you, and you have taught me those things that I didn't have the experience of in my life. And for that, always, I give thanks for the models and the individuals and the expression that you bring to the world. And I, in saying that, also understand that that kind of teaching, the kind of teaching that you bring to me, and other women in your life and in your world, that kind of teaching it's priceless. It's part of that kingdom of heaven experience. And so all I can do really is thank you always for that. You've taught me to trust and to be strong, and in each of the congregations I've served, I've had the honor and privilege of being present with individuals who really have been my teachers. In Illinois, my first church, in Bellevue, the second, in Santa Barbara, and in the spaces between, and then here. The model isn't the same, but it replicates over and over again a possibility of who we can be. Many years ago, Deeper reminded me of this. Damon Perry, who I often quote because he was such an extraordinary figure in many of our lives, if we had the honor of knowing him. Damon and I led a retreat on Crystal Mountain when we used to have unity and collective unity retreats, regional retreats on Crystal Mountain every year, and I had the privilege of working with Damon on one of those retreats. And when it came down to the whole issue, and he was so brilliant, so open to a way of being that was just astonishing. And we had kind of worked on what we were going to do, and then it came to me that really the whole experience that we would talk about with regard to peace had a core root in the masculine feminine dynamic and the masculine feminine separation at the spiritual level, and the perpetuity of that throughout life, all of life. And so we started out, and it became this exchange that took us over, and it was like, and then you did this, and then it was him, and he was saying, and you did this, and then it was this, and then it was that. And the whole place, there were 500 people there that day, and the whole place came alive in this energy of a kind of revelation and awakening. And then we went into small groups and did forgiveness exercises around those things that we felt that were separating, continuing to be the points of separation, not just between men and women, but in the energies of that division within us, within ourselves, not just with other people. And the whole room broke into these small groups of people having these incredible healings, and I looked at it and I thought, some things happen in our lives that have such an impact on us that we can never go back in the shell. We can never go back into our hermit crab state of believing that we found the answer to life, that it's always inviting us into another stage of unfolding and breaking free, if you will, of the way in which we've held in between things. The whole idea of trust, can I trust you, is one of the first questions somebody frequently asks, can I trust you? And we say yes. And then we betray each other immediately. I mean, maybe it doesn't even take a day or a week, or in our thoughts, in our hearts, in our minds, can I trust you? Yes, of course. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I couldn't, I didn't. I wanted to trust in those ways, but I couldn't, because there was something in me that believed that life was out to harm me in old and familiar ways. Can I trust you? I don't know. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. The need for that ongoing forgiveness work, the need for that ongoing reconciliation, the need for that ongoing release of blame, and the belief that someone has taken from us our divine right of being, our land, our home, our safety. The idea of watching people in small groups who are willing to go to the core of what has hurt you most and move through a forgiveness process about it. It wasn't about women and it wasn't about men. It was about our deepest inner holdings of ideas about who we are and how we are and who you will be and can I survive. And over again, hearing the words, I forgive you for all you have been, all you have done, all the ways in which I have felt harmed, I let go, I release you. I see the Christ in you. Over and over and over, hearing it come, hearing it flow, hearing it move, thinking every day we have a somebody or a something that we believe is destined to do us harm. That we can't trust our source in the way we're always positioning ourselves in the experience of life. And yet, every day an opportunity to rise above that. Every day an invitation to move through those walls and divisions and say, I don't really understand how these things work, but I'm here to find out. Sam King said, as nearly as I can tell, the new heroic man is nearly the opposite of the traditional hero. The common virtues of modesty and humility were the antithesis of the traditional hero and are the heart of the new hero. The new hero, he's not a creature of the spotlight. His life may have great dignity, but lack the kind of dramatic largeness of the traditional hero. The path of the old hero was usually strewn with the wreckage of those who had been trampled underfoot in the quest for power. The idea of heroism must be periodically redefined. The path of the old hero was strewn with the wreckage of those who had been trampled underfoot in the quest for power. The idea of true heroism must be periodically redefined. I have a wonderful story about a true hero, but not in the traditional sense. She posits, her name is Leah Mattinson. It's a story I've had since 2016. I don't think it's easy to be a great dad in any time. I think it's a real trial in and through all times. I think women have this intuitive sense of how things fit together. I think men have a very difficult time figuring out how things fit together, and self-definition becomes a challenge, and I could well be wrong in that. It's just how I see it. So her posit is, it's easy to be a great dad in great times. And I looked at that and I don't think it's easy to be a great dad or a great mom in any time, you know. Not these days. And then she goes on, at least it should be. What man wouldn't delight in carrying a laughing toddler on his shoulders, chasing fireflies at twilight, throwing a football, splashing in the pool, manning the grill at the family cookout? You know, She obviously has a very traditional family. She obviously has a traditional history. She actually has that kind of experience that everybody thought they were supposed to have. But this, to me, is a better question. Are you a great dad when the proverbial sun goes behind the clouds and the icy rain begins to pelt the roof? How do you parent when you're injured in a 5-car pileup? When you lose your job? When you get the cancer diagnosis? When you come out on the losing end of a bitter divorce? Well, the better question in that is, who are any of us? Who are any of us in those times? Not just, are you a great dad when? It's a tough question, but a fair one. After all, life, she said, is rough. If you don't know it yet, she said, you soon will. And when the hammer comes down, or the test results come back positive, or the money runs out, your kids are still there expecting you to parent them. Your children are watching in good times and bad, and I believe it's the latter, those dark nights of the soul that descend on all of us, that illuminate the character of a father. It's during these times that you teach your kids the most if you're a dad. I hope you'll think about that this Father's Day. This is all in her reflection, and she's teaching out of that issue. But now it gets to the part that I find really important. 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with a gene for Huntington's disease. If you don't know, it's a hereditary illness that presents like an unholy mix of Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and schizophrenia. And while my health is fine right now, and I'm doing all that I can to keep it that way, I know this grace period will come to an end. Living with this knowledge is not easy, and once my symptoms kick in, it won't be easy. How do we know? I am blessed to say, though, that despite it all, I'm living a full, rich, joyful life, and I give all the credit to the example set by my father. My dad, John Mattinson, also has Huntington's disease. He was diagnosed 25 years ago, and though his symptoms started years before that, right now, he is 78. Statistically, it's remarkable that he's alive, but what's even more remarkable is how he has lived. So this is a story for us all. After receiving his diagnosis at age 53, he continued on with his life as if nothing had changed, running our family farm until just a few years ago when he and my mother relocated to a nearby city. Dad does everything he can to stay healthy. He eats nourishing foods, he gets daily exercise, he listens to his body and strives to give it what it needs. These are his practical weapons in Huntington's battle, but I believe they are just a small part of what's keeping him alive. And I don't mean existing, I mean alive. What's going on in his spirit. My dad doesn't hide from life, quite the opposite. Despite the disease that causes him to shake uncontrollably, he remains an active member of his community. He accepts the limitations of his body, but he will never accept the limitations on his spirit. He plays crib every week. He has tons of friends. He's curious, he's engaging, he's funny. He sees the needs people have and figures out how he can be of help to them. When it snows, Dad is still over helping friends and neighbors shovel their driveways. Oh, how he loves. He has adored my mother for 50 years and still gets teary over her. He's always been a hugger, and he still is. He adores his grandkids, cares deeply about their happiness. He shows up for their hockey games, and dance recitals. He teaches them about woodworking and how to care for plants and animals. They will always know their grandfather loves them. And finally, he knows how to enjoy the moment, all the moments. He revels in the simple things, like growing plants, experimenting with new recipes, hanging out with friends, and savoring a cup of coffee. This last has probably been the greatest lesson he taught me. When times are tough, life goes on, and despite the rocks strewn along the path, the journey is wonderful. I like to say that watching my dad is saving my life. It's true. He has shaped my outlook in countless ways and given me the strength to keep going when the going gets tough. What a gift, what a blessing, what a lesson for struggling fathers everywhere. No matter how bad it gets, he always stands tall. Thanks, Dad, and happy Father's Day. What? Under extraordinary circumstances, when so many would just give it up, you see the spirit of someone who just keeps going on. In those moments when we think we haven't done enough, or we need to do more, or we don't need to do more, or we are not going to do more, there's always that consideration, right? What is life asking me to do in this moment? Is it over when I'm not the person I used to be? Or is it just offering me new opportunities to be the person I've always been, yet more? Not a story just for men. It's not a Father's Day story. It's a story for us all. Another illustration of someone who stands in the willingness to be all they can be in the place they find themselves here and now. Are we doing our best? Well, are you still breathing? Are you still breathing? Still here? And you're doing your best. I had someone in Santa Barbara who used to say, he was a doctor. It was like, I'm not gonna see you as one of your patients. His theory about life was, if you were doing your best, you'd do it better.
You do it better?
If you were doing your best, you'd do it better. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't make that mistake. You wouldn't have made that choice. You wouldn't have, or you wouldn't now. And I used to look at him and I would think, I love you so much. And you're such an example of a question we live with. Are we doing the best we can where we find ourselves? And in this moment in time, can that be enough? Can't change the past. Yesterday indicates we might be changing the future. There are 9 million people standing or sitting or in wheelchairs or walkers or on sidewalks or on steps somewhere or marching in streets.
That's
9 million people.
That's 2% of the world of the
Well,
nation population.
I think that kind of energy directed,
Not 2%.
and as far as we know, someone may know violent outburst. There were a couple of incidents, and we moved through them quickly. There weren't 9 million people at the parade yesterday. I'm not saying more than that about it, but what I can say is the rising up of the divine human took place yesterday among men and women and people of all genders and changes and races and transitions and transformations. And they went home last night to their beds and breathed that quiet that remained when it was all over. There was a quiet at bedtime when I was to bed at midnight. There was a quiet, a kind that hadn't been there for weeks. It was a settling. There was this incredible state of quiet. And we are so grateful. We are so grateful for that. Our offering, these. As we share our tithes and love offerings, we give thanks always for you, your generosity, for our ministry, for those who make our ministry happen, carry on the good work of this place. We're grateful for you who come to be part of Community Skagit Valley on a Sunday or any other time. As you share your gifts and your love, please know that they are received, multiplied, and move into that stream of the pure and perfect flow of abundance. I give joyfully and easily, for God is my source, and abundance is my nature. And so it is.
You've been so kind and generous. I don't know how you keep on giving. For your kindness, I'm in debt to you. For your selflessness, my admiration.
Sydney?
Oh, yeah, I heard you there.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Did somebody fetch our darlings?
Somebody was banging around.
Somebody, could be anybody.
Could be.
It could be one of us
Good.
wishing to be a child
Yeah,
again.
go in there and do that.
Yeah. So, are you gonna go have lunch? Are you gonna celebrate? Are you, anything good happening today in your life? There's that, oh boy. So what are you doing today, other than eating ice cream?
Gardening.
Gardening?
Gardening.
Gardening. Well, there's somebody. Look who's there. And Skyward, happy you're feeling better.
Oh, look at him.
Hey, woo! Hi, you.
Okay. Come on, bud.
Hi, I killed you so much.
Fun.
Oh, no, show us stuff. So if you haven't met me, this is baby growing up.
Big boy
It's
here.
called people. It's called people, absolutely. And there's baby Nora. Hi, baby Nora. Let's bless our darlings. Okay, we're gonna bless you, Kate.
We are.
Get ready.
Children of light, we love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you just the way you are.
Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Prayer for protection and the peace song. The light of God surrounds us.
The love of God controls us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
And it is. Let's sing and eat ice cream. Hey, Missy. Hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Oh, yeah.